Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's Brewsday Tuesday time. Brought to you by the Fatback Soul Shack. Here is DreZ and Huck.
That was almost timed out just evenly. Almost got them at the same time.
I'll let you go first.
Brewsday Tuesday, it is indeed time to pop open some cold ones and talk things beer and beer related. Brought to you by, as you heard, the Fatback Soul Shack. Woohoo! 118C off I-81 in Christiansburg. Get out there and give them a try if you haven't done so lately. And if you have, then you know you're going to want to keep going back for more because this is damn good food and beer to go with it. That's what we like.
And if you're going to go back, you're going to have some more.
Beer.
Fatback.
Soul Shack. So, you were bringing the copy points to the table about new beer apps and whatnot today. I was put in charge of getting beer. My plan was to, because I was heading out of town this past weekend, and a buddy of mine has a brewery that opened up real close to it, so I was planning on getting those. Brought some growlers to fill them up, and
how'd that work out for you, DreZ?
Didn't make it over there.
How did that work out?
Didn't make it over there,
Not
but luckily,
so good.
luckily I had beer in my fridge here at work. So
we are here at Brewsday Tuesday. We always have a backup beer.
So yeah, and I was supposed to supply this beer, but I'm pretty sure you actually gave me this beer.
Actually, I don't remember. I think you did cough this up from somewhere, one of your trips, and we talked about it.
Did we?
Yeah, I think you did.
Weeping Willow.
I do not remember this beer. And it's Mother Earth Brewing, Kinston, North Carolina. I have no reason to go to Kinston, North Carolina.
So have you never had this beer?
I'm sure I've never had this beer.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, it is a style that we like. Your typical Belgian style wheat ale.
Yeah.
Weeping Willow Wheat. So it should be pretty good. Now, while we're enjoying this Weeping Willow Wheat from Mother Earth Brewing Company.
Mother something brewing.
School me a little bit about beer apps and technology. That's what your speaking was at Brewdo, and I didn't get to catch it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I got to go to Brewdo, and I talked a little bit about beer apps for your phones. For those of you that have flip phones, you can go ahead and put the 8-track tape back into your car radio, and don't worry about this segment. Just kidding. I love you guys. So anyway, of course, every show we talk about Untapps, and that's probably the grandfather of beer apps. Basically, it's an app that you can check into your beer, you can comment on your beer, you can say where you are with the use of Foursquare, you can have it post automatically on your Twitter account and your Facebook account if you so choose, but you don't have to.
You could tag friends that you're drinking with,
tag
upload photo, rate the beer, all that good stuff.
So it's got everything. So then I got to looking around as like, what else do they have out there? And so what I came up with, that like number 2 on a lot of lists was something called Tap Hunter. Well, if you live in San Diego, California, it's probably the best app I ever saw. But, hey, we live in Virginia. And there's no tap houses here. So I was like, okay. Then there's like Pintly. There's all these ones that are like ne'er-do-wells trying to do well. Beer Hunt, Beer Hunter, Pocket Pairings, which tells you what to eat with beer, which
well, that's cool.
Recommend a burger. No, all these are a little odd. IntelliDrink. This one tells you as you put your beers in when you're drunk. You put your weight and height, and then the alcohol content of each beer, and it times out how much you've metabolized and tells you when you're drunk.
So now that seems good in theory, but if you're drunk, you're not putting that stuff in right. No, that's not going to work.
And then there's another one I like. Then there's a bunch of apps about brewing beer. iBrewmaster, and it tells you how to do it and when to, timers and all that. A lot of people like to use spreadsheets, though. Mm-hmm. And then there was one, Bar Tricks. This was a good one. I pulled this one down. And it's like, the one where you say, bet you $5 this or that, and it's like you light a match and it sucks the egg into a bottle. It's like hundreds of little bar tricks.
Little stuff that you can do at the bar to get a free drink out of somebody.
Right. It's unbelievable. Some of the tricks are pretty good.
I've seen some of those ones before, like about putting quarters on your glass and the dollar to do that, or
there's one where you put something under your glass and you say, I can get this out from under there without touching the glass with my hands. And then, you do this big trick and all, and you wave things over, and then you go, voila, and then the guys pick the glass up and you grab the quarter. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever.
Not a good bar trick.
Crap like that. So that was
That's
bar,
when you
bar
get,
tricks.
Yeah, that's when you
app.
get smacked. So that was a good one. I thought it just had a lot of good ideas. Like you take two matches and you light them, and they'll stick together, and then you can hang them on a glass. So you say, "Can you hang these matches on a glass?" No, well, you light them together, and then you can. And then there's another one I was looking at that I thought was pretty good. So then they have actual, not really an app, but kind of an app, is you can buy a machine called Pico Brew, where you put all the ingredients in different compartments, fill it up with water, plug it into the wall, turn it on, and go watch a football game. And when you come back from the football game, your beer is in a keg, cooled and ready to ferment. Then you come back, 2 weeks later and drink it.
So it's like instant beer?
It's like, well, it takes 2 weeks. You still got to ferment it and carbon, it's got to get carbonized.
But like just super simplified.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You just put the stuff in. At the end of the time period, you clean everything like you clean your coffee pot. And you can buy beers, like if you like a beer, you can buy a recipe for that beer. They have like 250 recipes. That's a lot. And a lot of the beers everybody wants in terms of craft beer. Yeah. And there's 4 or 5 of these out here right now on crowdfunding. And I'm just going to give you my little crowdfunding warning.
Don't do crowdfunding.
Yeah, I got like $350 out right now on 6 or 8 things. And
oh, no, that's
I haven't
stupid.
seen any of them yet.
You don't, none of them work.
I haven't seen any of them. Little puck that's going to charge my phone from the coolness of my beer. First of all, my beer doesn't last that long, so how many phones can you charge if you chug a beer every 5 seconds?
Yeah. Sorry. Don't do those.
So there was one
it's a
for
waste
the
of money.
for the really beer snobs, the ones that are. You ever been out with somebody and they'll take a glass and they'll put a little bit of beer in it, put their hands on it like they're warming themselves at the fire. They say, I have to get this at the right temperature. There's one that will tell you when your beer is at the right temperature. You tell them the ambient temperature, the temperature of the beer when it came out. Of course, how do you know all that? If you know all that, you got a thermometer in your pocket.
Yeah, that's not.
You know the difference between a rectal thermometer and a regular thermometer? A lot of people don't know the difference.
The taste?
Yeah, the taste. You did know the difference. So just use the regular thermometer on the beer. Recommended. That's a Huck recommendation. So that's about it for apps. We probably can go into more detail in the second segment.
Well, you told me that there was. Is that what you're going to delve into? Because you did an app that pairs with your Untapped, right? And that's
right. Yeah, I've been messing with that one, and we can look at that. We'll look at that in the second half and talk about what it's supposed to do, and what it actually does.
Well, that's cool. Well, we can go ahead and just untap this Weeping Willow Wit if you're about ready for that. Speaking of apps, would you like to use the Untapped app for that? But who knows? Maybe we'll be switching. They're not paying us to do this crap. They should.
No, they should.
We have no loyalty towards Untapped.
No.
Except that we've been using it for years. And
and we got like 4,000 beers, 3,000 beers in there, so it would be a bit difficult to change them.
Over the weekend, I did bump into some buddies that I hadn't seen for a long time from high school, and they're all over Untapped as well, and we're thoroughly impressed with my number of check-ins for how short I've been on the app, and then I showed them yours, and they were like, I need to be friends with this dude. You probably got it. You might have gotten
I did get like 4 friends this weekend.
That has a little something to do with it. DreZ Drinks is my handle on there. Huck's Beer Buzz is his, of course. What do you think about the Weeping Willow Wit from Mother Earth?
It's nice and smooth. Hashtag unfiltered.
Definitely hashtag unfiltered.
Really good color. Nice lacing, nice head, nice carbonation. Just a really standard Belgian wit. I'd say that's a strong 4.
Yeah, I mean, nothing too amazing about it, but of course it's done well. Like you said, I literally just double everything you said. It's smooth. It's if you're looking for a wit, this is a wit.
Yeah, that's a good beer. I mean, I haven't heard a lot of beers coming from that part of the state. Kinston, there's a bunch in the Tri-Cities, Raleigh, Durham, but I don't know about. My brother lived there for a while.
Eastern North
it's
Carolina.
like 60 miles from Manio. I just remember. It's like right, or maybe a little south of that. But it's right on 95. I think there's a Marine base there, Air Force base. There's some kind of, like boot camp thing there.
MotherEarthBrewing.com. Peace, love, and beer.
Peace, love, and beer.
Yeah, I mean, look at that last little pour. Got a lot of
bottle conditioning going on there.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
That'll heal you.
Anywho, you gave it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4.25. This is just my style of beer. I mean, like I said, nothing too special, but these are the beers that I love to throw back. So I'll give it a 4.25 just to be a little bit different from you.
I was leaning that way, but
there you go. Great minds.
I didn't go there.
The next beer will be interesting. We'll delve a little bit more into the Untapped thing, and maybe talk a little bit about what happened over the weekend, because I did go to a beer fest over the weekend, so I can talk a little bit about some of the stuff I found there that was interesting and people might want to know about. So we'll take a quick break, play a tune, and be back with more Brewsday Tuesday right after this. Stick around.
Sounds good.